What's up, Devin? How are you today?
What's going on? Good, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're staying inside. We're staying healthy. We're staying well. Technically, we're not staying inside. We're getting out, but we're staying healthy, staying safe. Things have been slowly opening back up. What has your world looked like over the last few months?
Well, it's less haircuts and no beard shaves, that's for sure. But man, we're smack dab in the middle of a house renovation. So right before all this hit, we sold, moved across town, still living in Gallatin, and so man, I've turned into a little handyman. YouTube has been my friend.
Chip Gaines.
That's right. That's right. Beard and all.
That's awesome, man. I know everybody has had different things that they've jumped into getting
Sure.
back. Maybe there was something in the past that they did that they kind of jumped back into a little bit. I know you did some like um, youth pastor, worship kind of
Yeah.
pastor stuff in the past. Did you jump back into any of that during this time, or are you just solely doing the
Just
home renovations?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm When I'm home, during a normal year, not COVID year, I do help lead worship occasionally at church. Still kind of involved in that, but it looks different with our church kind of does more video and then internet stuff. So, yeah. So basically, it's been pretty much handyman stuff, and thankfully, I've got a lot of friends that we've able, come in and helped, or I've hired to do the things that I don't like. I don't mess with electrical. I can switch out a plug. That's it. That stuff will kill you,
Yeah. 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 You ain't kidding. I've gotten a little shocked before when replacing
man.
like a
No doubt.
or something. I'm like, okay, don't want to do that.
Yeah, and we bought an older house, and so the boxes are still metal inside instead of the
Ah,
plastic blue ones.
yep.
Screwdrivers touching that, yeah, that doesn't work, man.
You got it. You're gonna have to go get your license for that in this downtime.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey man, we saw an announcement recently from Ernie Haase and Signature
Yeah,
Sound. Just wanted to give you a chance to address that, as I
sure.
know some people probably have questions on that.
Sure, absolutely. And a lot of people have texted and emailed and Facebook messaged. Just I think a couple people thought that might have taken us by surprise, and it did not. Ernie and Ernie and I've been friends for 20 years. I've worked for him for 10, and so the past couple months we've had some very honest and open conversations, and through a lot of prayer and thoughts, and we just felt led that this was the best direction for Signature Sound to go as a whole, and so that's what we decided to do. It was not an easy decision at all. It was tough, and because we love to sing, we love to travel and tell people about Jesus through song, and we love our fans. But this was just the best route for us. Not saying anything what other groups decide to do, just for us as a whole. And like I said, it wasn't an easy decision, but we did decide to cancel slash reschedule everything till after March of next year, and so that's the route we decided to go. And but now, in saying that, we're still people have said they love the living room things we've been doing on Fridays, and so we're going to continue to do that, and actually go a step further and try to turn them into these mini like episodes. I don't even know exactly how it's all going to go down, but that's the next step of Signature Sound, is to continue to do those just on a little bit bigger scale.
Yeah, and I love that you're not just shutting it down and not connecting with
Sure.
the friends and the fans and the audience out there that loves you guys.
Yeah.
I love that Ernie and you guys are like, hey, let's try to do something to continue to
Sure.
engage, to continue to still put out music.
Yeah.
Where can they go to, as the information is coming in on that video series, where can they go to get the information on that so they don't miss it?
So you can always go to erniehaase.com. He keeps that up to date on there. I think he just put a link on there if people want to partner with us in these webisodes. I think that's what he's calling them. And then also on our Facebook page. And we try, as the guys as a whole, try to share all that information on our personal pages as well,
Yeah.
just so it's out there. And yeah, so that's, and because, man, I got to be honest, when we started doing them, I enjoyed it. It was just so cool. And a lot of the fans from years past loved seeing our old guitar player, Kelly Vaughn, playing with us again, and Jeff
Right.
Taylor that plays on a lot of the Gaither stuff. And then we had Bill and Gloria come in on some, and it's been a cool thing. It's kind of what do they say? Making lemonade out of the lemons we've been handed. And it's turned into a really fun thing.
Yeah, and then you can sell the lemonade to everybody too after you make it, right?
That's right. That's right. That's right. Lemonade stand online.
Okay, so you're going to be off, I guess, from outside of the online webisodes, you guys are calling them.
Sure.
You're going to be off from traveling and singing. What
Yeah.
is that going to look like, man, for the next 9 months for you?
Man, that's honestly, I'm not 100% sure yet because I mean, man, I've been doing this for 20 years consecutively. This past 3 months or whatever we've had has been the most time that I've been home and been with my family. And I got to be honest, I like it. I like sleeping in my bed, with my wife every night, not a bunch of smelly dudes on a bus. No, but I say that jokingly because people know I love my job. But it's thankfully in Middle Tennessee, the COVID's kind of lifted a little bit to where people that know me know that I love baseball. I love sports, and so that we've gotten back on the field, and so we're full throttle. I mean, it's something almost every night with my son and my team. We got another tournament that starts tomorrow in Hendersonville at Drakes Creek. So that's one thing I've loved. I've been able to get back on the field with my guys, and so as far as other things, there's a few things in the works that I had a meeting this morning, and so we're just kind of waiting and see what happens on that side of it. But we're just we're loving on each other and taking it one day at a time.
Yeah. Now, you've done some solo music in the past, and
Yeah.
um, I just wanted to throw it out there. Are you planning during the 9 months maybe to do something else solo? Have you tossed it around for those that would
I,
like to hear more stuff?
it's funny. Karen Peck actually reached out and asked the same thing, and if the right thing comes along, I'm not against that at all. I enjoy doing those. And so, yeah, if the right thing were to come about, I mean, there's solo records in the warehouse. I'll take them and set up a little table and do what we need to do. It may be a drive-in church. I don't know,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
definitely open to it.
yeah, and see that's the thing is that I mean, you mentioned 20 years you've been doing it. I've been 16, and
Wow.
it's one of those things that just we've never nobody in gospel music has ever experienced this. And so we are all taking it a day at a time, a
Yes,
week at a
sir.
time, a month at a time, and just trying to figure it all out because most of us have no idea. Well, I say most of us, none of us have any idea what the future looks like. I mean, what happens if all of the governors decide we're shutting it all down again? Well, now we just went from doing a few concerts that was still on the books to you have zero options to do concerts for the rest of the year. You just don't know. And so relying on God to put your faith kind of where your mouth is,
Sure.
where it's been for the
Yeah,
last 20 years, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And just going a step by step with God, that I feel like that's where we all are. Is there anything you want to add to that from that you've experienced or you feel like God has shown you during this time?
Man, I do. I love what you said there, and I feel like God is growing our faith in the middle of this, and it it's kind of like we don't have a choice, which has been kind of cool. It's like, all right, God's saying, hey, if you're not going to do this on your own, I'm going to kind of push you that way to more depend on me and rely on me. And I mean, He's proven Himself faithful, and that's the scary part because especially as a man, as a father and a husband, the provider of the home, that scares you, the physical side of you. But when you're forced to rely on God, He always shows up and shows Himself faithful, and so we're seeing that. We're seeing that right now in uncharted waters.
That's right. And you've wrote a lot of songs in the
Yeah.
past, so I'm sure you've been in the studio a lot
Yes,
over
sir.
the last few months. That's probably something that has increased for you that you've been putting more
It
time into.
has. The writing room looks different than it used to. It looks just like what we're doing right now. The writing room is, more Zoom calls and FaceTimes and things like that. So that's been good. Some good songs have come out of this, and we're thankful for that. Ernie sent me. We're still working on music too, because Ernie sent me just yesterday a new track that he had Wayne go in and cut of a brand new song that I think we're going in. I think my calendar said, next week or week after. And that may look differently too. We may go in one at a time with Wayne and the engineer, and but I'm excited because the song he sent me, and you know how this goes. So they cut the track, and then Wayne went in there and kind of laid all the parts just to send it to us to let us know how it goes. And it's really cool. So I'm really excited for people to hear that one. So
do you have a song that you can share that's kind of a new one that you're most looking forward to somebody recording, or someone's already picked it out and it's going to be released in the near future?
oh man, I don't know. There's so many that, when a song is birthed, it's your baby. It's your, and so you're proud of it. I know I think it's the Dunaways have a single out right now that Nathan Woodard and Lee and myself wrote that we're really excited about. It's a song called Blank Page. And it's crazy because sometimes you walk in the room with an idea, sometimes an idea just kind of happens. True story. We were sitting in a room and we had sat there for probably an hour just talking and catching up, and we had all thrown out ideas, and then nothing's hit that we just wanted to roll with. And this is exactly how it happened. It never happened like this before. I was sitting at my computer, Lee was across from me, Nathan was right here, and I said, well, boys, I'm looking at a blank page, what do y'all want to write? And Lee goes, let's write that. I said, write what? He said, blank page. And Nathan just started finger picking on the guitar, and just, I think it just kind of just, I got a blank page, 'cause the blood erased the mistakes I've made and where I've been. And dude, oh man. And I love when stuff like that happens. And we sent it to the Dunaways, and it's their single now. I think Jordan Family Bands got a new single out that we've written that Gordon Moat produced. That, oh man, that track is just hot as a firecracker because it's Gordon, you know. And so we're really excited about some great music that's come out of this season. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Share something with the folks before we let you go. I know you said before we started you got a house full of kids, you got stuff going on.
Yeah.
So I know you need to get back in there and restore order. But before you go, man, tell the folks a little bit. Share from your heart about what these folks mean to you, how much you miss them, and how you can't wait to see them out there real soon.
Absolutely. And Matt, thanks for doing this. Um, I just want to say thank you all for your prayers. And I don't say that lightly. I know as a Christian and being in the Christian music world, that's one of the one-liners people say a lot. Oh, been praying for you, brother. I genuinely, from the heart of myself and the guys that I travel with, we genuinely appreciate your prayers, your comments on Facebook and different things, your messages, your emails, your cards and letters, and just, you'll never know what that means to us. And I say that with Matt, with you guys too. Just that there are people out there that believe in what you're doing. Because when we leave our families and we go get on a bus and we travel by faith, we sing by faith, to see your cards and letters and comments that come back in that said, hey, this song right here is getting me through a rough time. It's getting me through a tough place. The Lord provided in this situation because of this song or something you said. That is what keeps us going. That is what keeps us going down the road. And so I can't thank you enough on behalf of me, my family, my guys, and the Southern Gospel world. Thank you for supporting this music and this ministry.
That's awesome. I ditto.
What he said.
Hey, you told them where they can go, erniehaase.com. And if they want to follow you, tell them where they can find you, what your handles are.
Man, I think that's just Devin McGlamery on Instagram. I think I don't even know. I should know this thing. I would probably have to ask my 14-year-old daughter. She'd be like, no, Dad, it's this. But yeah, I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I don't think I've touched Twitter in 4 years. I don't know. But yeah, follow us. If you follow me, I hope you like hunting, fishing, and baseball, because that's pretty much all that's on mine here lately.
And that's the great thing, man. People get to connect with a little bit about you, what
the real person,
what makes you. They want to see what your normal life is. They see the stage stuff all the time. They come to the concerts, but what you're doing at home with your family, so that's stuff they don't get to see, and that's a big part of your life. So, man, thanks for sharing today. Thanks for being
absolutely, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for doing this.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
All right, bud.
And God bless you. And I hope to see you at a concert in 2021.
Sounds good.
See you, man.